Musicians like, for instance, Rainbow's Roger Glover aren't exactly known for their artistic sensitivity, but as we discover in this story, images can be deceiving.
In 1975, Ritchie Blackmore and Roger Glover brought an end to one of rock's biggest success stories, Deep Purple. A couple of years later, however, Glover found himself back in Blackmore's newest mega group, Rainbow. Even though Glover continues to crank out intense rock and roll, his home life is surprisingly serene. When he's not making music, Roger engages in an introspective art oil painting.
Painting was one of those things I just assumed would be my career. I went to art college with intentions of being a fine artist. I always painted. I always drew. At school, I was a lousy student. In maths, I flunked. Chemistry, physics, I flunked. French, geography, history, everything. I was totally useless at. I hope doesn't show a lack of intelligence, just a lack of purpose.
Glover is proud of his earlier work in Deep Purple, yet he feels they've been overrated.
I think it's become a phenomenon. I think it's become far bigger a phenomenon than we realized at the time. I remember being in the band at that time. We knew we were selling records and we knew we were successful. But what's happened in the meantime is that this whole legend has grown out of it. I think Deep Purple certainly had its influence. There were a lot of bands around that were very influential.
Although Rainbow, with 18 gold albums, may prove even more successful than Deep Purple, Glover feels that modern music has lost its creative edge.
Right now, rock, I think, in my opinion, is in a bit of a doldrums, the hard rock part, because it's all been done, and most people are kind of entrenching themselves in dollar rock, making sure that it's commercial enough to sell and get the radio play. And in a way, that's made the whole thing kind of bland. And in a way, we're guilty of it ourselves.
Throughout his partnership with Ritchie Blackmore, Glover's music has been pigeonholed as heavy metal.
All these terms really are invented by journalists, and the public catches on to them. I don't think musicians use them that much, other than the fact that because everyone else uses them, you have to use them. Heavy metal, I really don't know what the phrase means, but I don't think it sums up Rainbow. A Rainbow concert has always got to be an exciting thing, not just a cabaret show, not just going through the motions of looking like a rock star. Music, to me, when it's live, has got to be unpredictable, it's got to be pure energy. And when it starts being predictable, then that's when it becomes cabaret. And that's what I hope will never be.
And pure energy is what Rainbow delivers in their latest American hit, Power.
Come on!